The global movement for gender equality landed at Morgan State University, and the Diaspora in 30 team was there to cover it. HeForShe, the solidarity campaign started by UN Women, held the Get Free Tour in front of the Earl Grey School of Business.
HeForShe was launched by the United Nations, and we are a global entity for gender equality and also for a range of other issues. HeForShe was launched by UN Women. It operates in 100 countries around the world, and obviously we have a very strong presence in Africa. The thing with the gender equality movement is that no country has reached gender equality, and there's no one solution to it. So the things that we do differ depending on where we are.
The movement is gathering momentum. After launching in 2014 by Emma Watson and the UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon, the effort actively fights to include men and boys as change agents for gender equality, with sustainable development goals shared throughout the tour.
In Malawi, for example, we are doing a lot of work on child marriage, because that's a pressing issue, and it's something that affects the whole country. It doesn't just affect these young girls, it means that they are not going to school anymore, which affects the economy as a whole, because these young women don't necessarily then migrate into the workplace or have the skills to work in a sort of modern economy, or have the skills that are needed.
While critics say they like to see the movement demand specific actions from their male allies in support of the African diaspora, the important outreach has shattered expectations and changed lives across the globe.
HeForShe was launched to say, hey, we need men to be involved in the gender equality question. Gender equality has for way too long been seen as a women's issue. So it's basically an ally movement. We said we need to have men on board, supporting the women in their lives, but more and more we're also talking about how gender inequality also affects men. So gender stereotypes that we know are very, a problem in our society affect women, but they also affect men. And that is what we are trying to communicate, that we will all be better off in a gender equal world, men and women. And we have to be allies to each other. We've seen with social movements, historical social movements, but social movements today, you need allies. You need people who are in a position of privilege to stand up for those who lack that particular privilege. And that is what we're about.
This initiative is one step forward towards success. For more information, visit HeForShe on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and more. I'm Adam Ford reporting for the Diaspora in 30.